intro music. Very loud. Go away, intro music. There we go. That's a little bit better. Hi everyone, it's me. I'm back again after all, what, 15, 20 minutes? I don't know. I went and got some water, and also, hey, how about this? Some Square Enix wine, because gotta stay hydrated, but also gotta keep your spirits up because it's Square Enix next. That was a pretty good Xbox showcase, I have to say. We had some surprises, we had some updates on games that people are really looking forward to, and best of all, it was just game. No, well, almost no awkward scripted dialogue, banter, blah blah blah. Like, no, in these unprecedented times, no, we were just talking about games, and that is fantastic. So Square Enix has a lot to live up to. I mean, as quite a big Square Enix fan, which is why I'm here, Zoe's, you know, off having a little break before everything starts up again tomorrow. But I said, I'll solo this one. I got you, because Square Enix makes some of my favorite games, including Final Fantasy, and I really hope we'll see more Final Fantasy 16 today. Fingers crossed. We know a little bit about the story. We know, like, the name of the main characters, Clive, which is, I guess it's not a million miles away from Cloud or Lightning or Squall or, you know, but Clive is an interesting main character name. But so I want to see maybe some Final Fantasy 16 gameplay. We know we're going to see more Life is Strange True Colors. I mean, that's coming out in September, so there's not a ton of time to wait. And also, they don't want to give too much of it away. We know the main character, Alex Chen. We know the broad strokes of the story. And if you haven't seen it, I actually chatted to Erica Mori, who voices and, you know, did the motion capture of Alex Chen, and Felice Kwan, who was, I think, one of the narrative designers of the game. And they were just super interesting to talk to, just about all how, you know, they came up with the idea for the game, how the, you know, the scripting and the performance stuff worked, and it just, I mean, anyone who watches this channel knows we love Life is Strange on this channel. So, I mean, obviously we'll be doing Let's Plays when it finally releases. And hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more of it today. I want to see how Alex's powers work. So obviously, Life is Strange games are all about, you know, that that sort of everyday drama. Like, it's all about, like, you know, sort of like relatable stuff that happens in life. But there's always that supernatural element as well. And in this one, it's all about Alex's powers of empathy, so she can manipulate the sort of emotions of people around her. She can feel the emotions of people around her, and I want to know how that's going to work in, like, the dialogue and just how she interacts with people. Obviously, there are romantic interests as well. So you've got Ryan. But you've also got Steph, who is in Life is Strange Before the Storm. Obviously, we're going to romance Steph. That's not even an option because she's awesome. And I can't wait to sort of learn more about her in the game. But yeah, like, apart from that, what else are we going to see? What else do you guys want to see? I think I would love to see more of the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. Well, I mean, when I say more, anything at all. We had, like, I don't think we'll see anything more from... wait, let me get this right. Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate Episode Intermission, which was the Yuffie DLC, which, interestingly, well, I don't know if you find it interesting or not, I haven't played it yet because, well, like, we got codes for it while I was on holiday at the start of last week. I have it downloaded on my PS5, but I haven't touched it yet because it was my idea when I got the code through while I was on holiday that I would stream it when I got back. But Ian streamed it very kindly while I was off. I think he was, at that time, because it was technically not out yet, he was only allowed to stream Chapter 1. Maybe, I don't know if you would be interested in me carrying that on. Maybe we could stream a little bit more of it. I love Yuffie as a character, and I hear that the end of that DLC, I'm not sure how long it is. Maybe some people in the chat could maybe let let me know. But I hear that the end of that DLC leads into some interesting questions about part 2 of the remake. I would love to see some Vincent, because I know that, like, you know, what we've seen of the Yuffie DLC. I'm sorry, I can't call it episode intermission. I can't be doing with that Kingdom Hearts stuff. There's characters there that were introduced like decades ago in Dirge of Cerberus, which was not great by my recollection, but it was all about Vincent Valentine. So I'm wondering if is that leading into an introduction to Vincent? I don't know. I see we have some super chats. JDS says Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 Prayer Circle. Yeah, the little chocobo in the middle. Yes. Josh Freeney says, I'm hoping to see anything on FF7R Part 2, playing through the first one again right now on PS5 in hope. Thanks for doing all of this coverage. It's great to get some expert insight. Don't know about expert, but I try my best. And hope everyone in chat is doing well. Yes, me too. How are you all doing, chat? Remember, stay hydrated, drink some water. I'm trying to keep up here because it is warm in this room. Angel Beat says, a Clive! No! Yeah, I would love to see more on Remake Part 2. I don't want to say any spoilers, but I think if you saw my coverage on Remake Part 1, I was not too sure about how that ended. I'm trying to remain open-minded. I really am, I promise you. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel like it's maybe making things a little bit overly complex. I like it when Final Fantasy VII games, I know this is almost like an oxymoron, but I like it when things are kept simple rather than going down the route of, you know, like just all these random characters and there's secret organizations and organizations within organizations, and then this secret character, and then I don't know, I just feel like they get a bit lost up their own arse sometimes, and I don't want the remake to do that. I loved 90% of Remake Part 1, which was faithful to the original game, and I know that, you know, we should be wanting them to innovate and change things. But if you're going to do that, make a new game, you know? Like, I think what the fans always wanted from Final Fantasy VII Remake was a faithful recreation of the game that we all loved. Maybe that's just me. I am, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, maybe Square switches stuff up. But yeah, it would be really cool to see more. I just want to see more Nanaki. I want to see more Tifa, obviously. I am going to play through it again, I think, just to see the door on PlayStation 5. I hear they fixed it. But, you know, I remember, because I played that game for review, and, like, I was playing through it, and that door was, like, this moment of, oh, shh. Actually, more than that, though, were the flowers in the church. I was devastated to see those in such low poly, because that's quite a moment, right? Like, it's such a big moment to get to that church. It's like, because you feel like you're coming home, right? Like, that church is such an iconic, sacred place in the original game that it was kind of heartbreaking. Like, when I was playing it pre-release, I really, really, really hoped, and actually I think I sent an email to Square PRs to this effect, like, is there going to be a patch for this? Because I didn't want other fans to be to feel that little disappointment that I had playing it. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but hopefully now that it's on PS5, more people can get into it. You know, like Charles Geison's done a super chat saying, love the ponytail. Well, thanks. It's messy, but, like, it's far too hot in here to have my hair down. Like, it is roasting in this room. Like, I've got 4 lights, a huge beast of a PC. This is a fairly small room. Made even smaller by the green screen behind me. And I've got the window open a crack, but it's not really enough. And obviously I can't have the fan on, because then you would hear it. So anyway, enough about that. So how many minutes have we got? 5 minutes left. I want to hear some more of your predictions. Like, I see some people are like, oh, maybe a new Tomb Raider game? That's a possibility. I don't know. I kind of didn't really love Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I didn't really love the reboot all that much. I feel like I thought it looked gorgeous. It played really nicely, but it kind of stripped a lot of personality away from Lara Croft. maybe just the personality that I myself had projected onto her a lot in previous iterations, but she was just miserable all the time. You didn't get I never got a sense that she loved adventure. Like in the first game, sure, like she was kind of stranded unceremoniously on an island and had to fight for survival. Got that 100%. But in subsequent games, I didn't get a sense that she had been given a reason to keep doing it, you know? And like, you know, then her friends would be in peril and you're like, well, we don't know these people. Why should I care that they're in peril? But like, it didn't explore the relationships enough for that to make enough of an impact on the players. Anyway, that was just my 2 cents. But maybe that's reason enough to see some new stuff, to see another, I don't know about another reboot, but maybe a new angle, a new insight on it. Maybe an older, wiser, or carefree Lara. A Lara who's more in control, and likes what she does a bit more. Whether that's stealing items from other countries, I don't know. But, oh, there we go. Oh, that's lovely and cooling. Also wine. All right. Final Fantasy VII 14 news would be a bit niche for an E3 conference. That's Eric Franklin. Yeah, but Final Fantasy 14 has it has such an engaged community that it wouldn't surprise me for a little update. And the fans deserve it, you know. Like I've been to Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest and they're just amazing. Like I think it's a really cool community who really love that game, and you know the game kind of deserves it because it really turned itself around from what it used to be. The developers really love that community too. I think maybe I don't see it as an impossible thing to see a bit more of it. What does everyone else want to see? So some people agree with me with Forspoken. Yes, Claire T-Rex. Yes, absolutely. Forspoken looked really cool. Not so sure about the name. Square Enix doesn't really stick the landing on names a lot of the time, I find. But Forspoken looks really interesting. I would like to see more of that for sure. George McKay says, wait, what I want is a Final Fantasy VI remake. Doubt I'll get it. No, 6. It would be cool to see a 6 remake, but yeah, it doesn't really have the fan following that the later Final Fantasies have. I would like to see a Final Fantasy 9 remake, actually. More than 8 or 6. I think 9 is really underrated. I just think that story's really, really great with Vivi. Little Vivi and his existential crisis. More Octopath, yeah. How about a Life is Normal game, says EA122. I mean, well, would that be as interesting? I don't know. Rumors of Final Fantasy Origin as a Soulsborne-like game, says Jeff L. That's interesting. I'm not sure about that though. It could be some Kafka. Show Kafka some love, says Martin Shore. Yeah, Kafka was like one of the best villains of that series for sure, and I'm not just saying that because he's a creepy ass clown. Kind of saying it because of that, but Kafka like succeeded where all the other Final Fantasy VII villains failed. Like he actually brought the world to an end. He did it. He did the thing. It would be actually, it would be cool to see things like that in a remake. But I love Final Fantasy. I always will because like I have some great memories attached to it. It does worry me though, like how, the Final Fantasy VII remake's happening and they're kind of going off on some tangents with it. They're bringing in these weirdly titled things like Intergrade Episode Intermission, which is bringing in random side quests. Like Yuffie wasn't in Midgar at the time. Yes, I'm a purist. And who's Sonon and who are all these? And then they're bringing in like the Dirge of Cerberus canon, which it's all going a bit, maybe a little bit Kingdom Hearts. I know that series has like such a huge fan base as well, but it's like, and that's great, but it makes it harder for more fans to get on board with it because it seems very dense from the outside. I know that it probably makes perfect sense if you played all the games, but it's not. It doesn't seem all that accessible, and I worry that Final Fantasy can get like that sometimes. Like, it just loses its way sometimes. So 15 was great. First half of 15 was fantastic. Oh, we've got a premiere. We've got a premiere. Let me bring it up real quick. Let me just... Ooh, that's loud. Wait. Let me just... All right. I gotta bring that, like, the actual loudness of the premiere music so much. Let me know the levels when we start, and I can adjust appropriately, because that is booming in my ear right now. Oh, we've got some super chats as well. Let's have a look. Beth Killen says, thank you for putting your literal sweat into doing amazing work. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. There's a lot of actual sweat going on right now. I'm trying to, like, stay not too shiny. It's not working out for me. Random Girl says, I love that I can finally super chat in my area, and it's also a Square Enix Showcase. Hi, Aoife. Oh, well, thank you. Is that a Tifa? Is that a Tifa thumbnail? I love it. And then Fatal Bliss says, I want to see more about Final Fantasy XIV Endwalkers, FF16, and a remake of FF9. Well, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, I would love to see some Final Fantasy love. That's all I'd like, you know. Lear AK says, looking forward to Platinum Games' Babylon Fall. Yes, actually, I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. I forgot that was a thing. All right. Well, I'm feeling pretty hopeful. I think that Square Enix have a good sort of lineup happening right now, and you know, I'm kind of pumped after the Xbox showcase. I think they can bring it. Let's all manifest some good Final Fantasy vibes. Let's be surprised, because I was in the audience in 2015 when Final Fantasy VII Remake was announced. And when I tell you that I cried. I really did. It was quite a special moment. And this is just as lovely as well, being at home in the comfort of my own home doing this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What's first? What is first? Okay. Oh, we've got some. Wait a minute. Let me get rid of the closed captions.
It's Matt Mercer here.
Oh, hi, Matt Mercer. Why is it in German?
Today we have a special E3 edition of the show for you. With new game announcements, updates, and exciting news from our studios across the globe.
Yes, please.
So let's kick off with the world premiere of a brand new game from Eidos Montreal.
Starting strong.
Hope you enjoy the show.
Starting very strong. What is it? What is it? It's beautiful.
I am so proud of you. Do you know what a birthright is, Peter?
Oh! It's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Something that's a part of you.
Interesting. Oh, I think this leaked? I feel like this might have been leaked.
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
Gardeners.
No, Rocket. So I let Groot fill out the paperwork.
Is this kind of like Avengers? It's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy? The Milano!
So we got fined.
We appear to be 6,963 units short.
I know, we clearly need a plan.
Woo! Hero!
We got this.
Okay. I'm not sure, like...
Roll. No!
Nobody tosses a raccoon.
You want monster? I'll show you monster! No! We disrobe!
Oh.
Keep your pants on.
Although it could be used as a distraction.
I'm not... like, Avengers didn't do fantastically well, I don't feel.
We're all professionals.
So I'm not...
Maybe we can work something out.
I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but...
One job, Quill.
I did exactly what?
But everyone loves Guardians of the Galaxy, right? So, you are Star-Lord.
It's literally in your contract.
I made no such commitments.
In less than 3 cycles, all would be lost.
Oh.
The galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
We can do this together.
You got this.
Fucking great, well.
Probably. Well, they got the humor right, seemingly, which is a very important part of this. Cutie. Sun-Lord. Cosmo! Okay. people give it a chance.
I'll call you.
October 26th. Oh, that's quite soon.
Hi, my name is Olivier Proux, Senior Producer here at Eidos Montreal. For the past few years, we've had the privilege to work on our version
Chantry
of
says, "Keep your
Marvel's
marvels. I
Guardians
want
of
a
the
Bonnie
Galaxy
Tyler
and
game, don't
reimagine
we
it
all?"
into a single-player, story-driven, third-person action-adventure game. It's our own fresh take on the Guardians, and something that's really unique to our game is that you get to be Peter Quill. As Star-Lord, you're
Nice
constantly
jacket.
in the middle of the action as you try to lead this band of misfits. But today, I'm really excited to have all of you
Nice
join
jacket.
us on this journey, and you'll hear more about the game from our team behind this project.
Right, let's do this. I've always loved Marvel's cosmic characters. Growing up as a kid, I read them, enjoyed them, loved them. I had the opportunity to write for Marvel on some of their cosmic titles.
I'm
I
actually
went
really
back
excited
with the
for the
help of Bill
next
Roseman, the editor,
phase of the
and
MCU
kind of
because it is going to bring in
cherry-picked
more
characters
cosmic
from
stuff
Marvel's
for sure.
past.
The opportunity
I'm
here was
into
to
it.
build a team, but to make it all underdogs, so that the reader would think, oh my gosh, how is this team going to survive?
And that became the Guardians of the Galaxy comic, which we loved working on.
I remember the first time that the Marvel crew came to Montreal, we were showing them the design of the characters, how they would look, and they stayed
Some
silent.
people
I
did
don't know if
enjoy
it's
the
a minute,
Avengers
but
story,
in my
Alex
head,
Jones.
it
You're
was a
right. Like, I
minute.
think
was like,
everyone,
oh
I've
my
seen
God, like,
really
they hate
positive
it.
stuff
You
about,
realize
like,
how much
Kamala
that Marvel
Khan,
Eidos Montreal shared
and, like, just
had
the story in general was good. I
that
think
we knew the Guardians were in
I think it was kind of
perfect
cursed
hands.
before it
Looking at
even
the
launched, though.
samples that
People were
Eidos
just
was trying
ready
show
to
me, I
dislike
think
it,
he's
which is a
fantastic
shame.
and absolutely in the spirit of what these characters are.
What makes the gameplay experience unique to me is no matter in what phase of the game you are, whether you're in exploration or you're fighting, the Guardians are constantly around you and you never
that's
feel alone.
cool.
While you're the leader, the Guardians will also challenge you and make decisions on their own, and you will have to adapt to it.
You are literally part
I think
of
it's
the
going to be
Guardians
kind of
of
like
the
a
Galaxy.
Mass Effect
The
sort of deal.
decisions you'll make will have lighthearted to haunting repercussions, and the game will react to what you do and say.
Sounds like
no
Mass
killing
Effect.
teammates.
Says who?
It's literally in your contract.
I made no such commitment.
You are playing as Star-Lord and you're using your blasters and you're using your jet boots.
Yeah, jet
Star-Lord
boots.
is really empowering. He's very agile on the battlefield. He can slide and over with his jet boots. Of course, he has his elemental blasters that have different powers as
Combat
well.
doesn't
And on
look
top of
like
all of
much, I have
this,
to
he can
say.
use the
I mean,
unique abilities of his
it just doesn't look
Guardians.
very.
We're not pirates. We're legally incorporated heroes for hire.
So it's going to
Guardians
hinge
of
on
the
the story.
Galaxy?
Novacore? It's
The
going to
story
really
is
hinge on
about
the story.
group of misfits, the Guardians. In our world, they've been together for less than a year. They create something on a small scale that looks insignificant. And as they progress through the story, they discover that they created something really big that threatens the galaxy.
I like the character
There are
designs
a
in this,
lot
and I
of
think that it'll go
very
better for
interesting
them that
villains
that
in the Marvel
the majority of the
franchise. And
characters
when you're starting to
are
work on a
not
story like
human,
this, you
because
get
I
to
think
get
that
your
really
pick
screwed them
of
in
which
Marvel's
ones will
Avengers.
make
That
the best
you
for
couldn't
the
help but
story.
watch that and be
gives
like,
us the opportunity
that's not
to
Robert
bring
Downey
in
Jr.
some that are
That's
well-known,
not
but some
Scarlett
that
Johansson.
are also
Whereas
not
here
all
it's like,
that
well,
well-known.
Rocket can look like Rocket, and Groot can look like Groot. It's not a problem.
What Eidos is getting so right about them is capturing what it's like
And
to
Drax
be
can.
a misfit family.
Drax is
You're also
technically
bringing
human in the
an
comics,
amazing
but
imagination. You're gonna see
I mean, he was
planets
human.
and characters that are going to blow your mind.
Interpreting it in its own way, I think, makes it feel incredibly fresh and exciting. It's not a matter of trying to replicate the comic or trying to replicate the film.
Yeah, but
it's
people
trying to
will
take the medium you're
still compare
working in
them.
and make the best version of Guardians out of that.
They made it fun. They made it rock and roll. They delivered
Yeah.
everything you would want in a Guardians game.
You've just got to make it fun. Like, fun, rock and roll is a good way to put it. Colorful, humorous, lighthearted. And, like, it's a dysfunctional family. Okay, that's cute. Now we're all standing. A bunch of jackasses. Oh, look, it's Groot watering himself. Freaking adorable. Hey. What are these?
37 units?
Oh, units.
We appear to be 6,963 units short. We intend to keep our ship, Peter Quill.
I know. We clearly need a plan.
What about selling Gamora's crap? What? Oh, come on. You've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, Don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
I like his little beard thing.
My figurines are not knickknacks.
Team's in trouble, and you can't be bothered to make no sacrifice.
Oh, this is cute. I like this.
And take us to the majestic mountains of Kakarandara.
Guys,
I like that. The sort of their focus on the family dynamic and actually like maintaining order.
You know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster.
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering. Okay?
It could work.
so Groot, I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd. Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. The small, ugly one is clearly the cause.
The small, ugly one.
He's cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage.
Volume up a touch. Gotcha.
I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well,
There we go.
For not.
I also vote
Her
for
hair
the
is on point, everyone. You're so right.
2 votes each. Peter?
We have the deciding vote. Yeah, I would go for that.
Rocket's definitely scarier on the inside. He's unstable and vicious. And
Immediately, I find this way more interesting. Like, this is far better than what we've seen with the combat, I think.
We're not seriously flying into that.
You say the weather patterns of Seknarf 9 are
Like, this is what you want with the Guardians game, not like...
That's not how
And it's not solely, like, dialogue-based, like a Telltale thing, but...
Nah, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment. I ever mentioned how much I hate rain? Hellbender's castle.
His tail's so fluffy, though.
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
Ask Peter!
Oh, God.
Let's just get closer. We'll figure it out on the way.
Oh, we're seeing a bit
There
more,
is nothing to figure
bit more
out.
gameplay.
As beast merchants, we will easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good. We've already got a beast. All that's left is the merchant part.
I am getting strong Mass Effect vibes. I'm kind of into it. It looks like it will be quite linear.
Right? The fact you ain't sure don't bode so good.
But maybe that's a good thing, you know, it's more focused on the team dynamic.
Never seen anything like it.
This could actually be good, says Monica. Yeah. Marcus Infinity, this isn't the Avengers game? No, this is the Guardians of the Galaxy game. But I get where the confusion comes from, for sure. Yeah, soundtrack is on point, and that soundtrack's pretty important, because that's what people will be thinking of, for sure.
Less whining, more walking!
Hey, Stormlord. We ain't
Storm.
seriously walking through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
But yeah, trying to like keep the team together, keep everyone sort of away from each other's throats. That will be like the fun part of, and something that this game will offer that other games won't. Which, let's be honest, like the team dynamic of the combat isn't really anything new in a single-player, third-person game. Like, it'll all be something that we've seen an approximation of before. So you've got to offer something a bit different and a bit more unique. And yeah, let's. Oh, hello.
I would be wary, Rodin.
You know, when I survived freaking Half-World, I think I'm scared of some little...
It's not alone. Get ready.
Gamora's ready to fight.
What are these things? They are amorphous.
So I wonder, can you? Yeah, I was about to say. I wonder, can you give your teammates some fantastic deadly strike? If you can give your teammates some orders and stuff, and yeah. Okay.
This is the local fauna. It's about to be
Everyone shout things at each other while we fight. Expend your energy. Gavin UK86 says, looks like Tomb Raider, but Guardians. A little bit, yeah.
I am eager to experience Lady Hellbender's legendary menagerie.
Should we ask them for directions?
I'm thinking maybe they are directions.
Oh, like a signpost or something.
I'm not saying it's an arrow with the word fortress on it, but statues suggest civilization.
Ooze.
The only settlement I saw when we were topside.
Scary cube. Gelatinous cube. Okay, so Stephen Bottomley says, I'm totally fine with linear gameplay and down with it. Yeah, I think
The controls are on the other side
as long as it's a fun corridor, who minds if it's a corridor, right?
I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the bridge.
I may activate a hole through your face.
Dialogue's pretty good.
Put
Encourage him.
He'll be fine. Just curl up.
There you go, cannonball.
Drax,
throw him. No. Very well.
Toss him.
Okay, he'll land on his feet.
He's not a cat.
I guess that
Oh,
only
Rocket
applies
will
to
remember
cats.
that. Interesting.
I am not familiar with these words.
So I wonder if it like maybe you have to do like loyalty missions and get like your relationship with everyone up to a level before taking on like the final quest or something.
Okay, deal.
I'd be okay with being tossed. Wait. Phrasing.
Thanks for the bridge, Rocket.
Oh, it's so tall.
Wait, hear that?
Guys.
More gelatinous cubes.
I got it.
Oh, he's ready this time. Master Tactician. Oh, shit. Boss. This is a good big chunk of gameplay we're getting as well. That's not the most effervescent bit of gameplay. Also, this is lagging a little bit for me. I don't know if that's the stream or what, but looks a little bit slow. Fantastic Deadly Strike. I will play this, like... Oh, what's this? Huddle Red... Oh, is this an... Oh, ultimate! We've got an ultimate! Okay, that... I don't want to say that sold it, but the soundtrack to this is pretty fucking epic. I'm into this. Fan the Hammer Executioner. So, okay, is that a combo on the left-hand side? Like a combo meter?
That is definitely in my top 10
Nice.
fortresses.
Peter?
Aren't you forgetting something?
I'm Groot.
Oh, right. The cage.
Okay, so
Point of even getting the Flark.
Peter speaks Groot in this.
All right, Rocket. Time to put on your monster face.
I only got one face, Quill.
Are you sure about this, Peter?
Look at him. You better have
Aww.
one hell of a sales pitch.
He's a cute little monster. Show off salesmanship. No, don't change your mind. Stick to your... Oh.
Maybe Gamora's right. We should try selling Groot instead.
AJ says, I really hope they have Cherry Bomb in that playlist. Yes.
We might need Rocket on the outside for this one.
Cherry Bomb.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah, absolutely. Although I really hope
Mr.
Mr. Blue Sky, I really liked that opening to Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I thought that was really good.
When the time comes, I'll get you out of there. Rocket style.
I'll be excited to see like a new lineup for Guardians. Oh, listen. Oh my god, the soundtrack absolutely slaps.
To guarantee your safety.
Ooh, ooh.
Come on.
Yes.
Don't look at me. I ain't pulling that thing.
Oh my god.
Remember, buddy.
Look at man gone
like
and we're all... Okay. They know their audience.
Not bad. Not bad.
Whoa,
what are those? Look at the giant goldfish.
You're 60 clicks from the fortress.
I'd say closer to 75.
You got this.
I'm cautiously optimistic about that. Every time I see the gameplay, though, I'm like, but everything else is so on point that I'm willing to give it the benefit of a doubt. Also, it's just like the Guardians of the Galaxy is such a rich, like, world to explore. There's so many great characters. There's so many great locations. It'll be nice to explore a bit more of that without the weight of the MCU. I'm into it. And obviously we'll probably see Nowhere because we've seen Cosmo as well.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hello.
How many times do I have to kill you? The audacity.
The audacity. The gall and the gumption.
Me, dweller Feast upon them!
Step on me, queen. What? Probably. Ah. October 26th. So not too far off, actually. Interesting. All right. Okay, well that was it. Oh, look at the alt costumes. And more Sun Lord outfit, City Lord outfit. Oh, there's the soundtrack. We've got mini art book.
Now
okay.
we're going to revisit 2 iconic brands that are being remastered for modern platforms.
Is that right?
First up, relive the classic games in the Final Fantasy series. And then get one more peek at Legend of Mana ahead of its June 24th
Tell
launch.
us more, Matt Mercer. Cute! Oh my god, the gorgeous Amano artwork. So beautiful. I actually have all the original PlayStation discs of these. Not to play them on, but I have them. Steam and mobile. There you go. I kind of thought they were already on Steam and mobile. That's just me. Secret of Mana. Okay. Oh, cute. I not played any of these games, but looks pretty. There you go, a wee tree, lovely. Oh, nice. And I like the little bunny blob. That's cute. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry.
Up next, Earth's mightiest heroes
Avengers.
continue their fight to defend the world in Marvel's Avengers. The team at Crystal Dynamics is excited to share the latest updates with you, including new mission types
Black
and a growing
Panther.
roster of heroes.
They've already announced Black Panther DLC, but let's see some more. Cosmic Cube.
Avengers, secure that super weapon at all costs.
This is even more fun to watch after watching Loki. First episode of, no spoilers.
Every second counts, people. Keep it moving.
It's beautiful. Scientist Supreme. Okay, yeah. Nice, nice. Pretty awesome. I mean, I just... The gameplay of this game and the story was just not enough to keep me interested. I haven't really dived in.
World doesn't need.
Played a little bit of the multiplayer, but
I will save it.
There is no end to these crumbs.
You could say that about these game types as well.
You don't understand what that cube is capable of.
Gotta love that content. Keep it coming. Whee! Patrol mode. Sure. Why not? This is all a bit generic, lads. Random replayable random boss fights, everyone's favorite. Exploration-based rewards. Oh yes, now you're talking. There you go. Tell us more, Marvel.
I applaud your efforts to connect with your roots, but as a man who has seen 3 Black Panthers fall, I must warn you of a few things. Many eyes follow the path you are about to walk down.
Okay. Oh, it's beautiful.
They say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around, now say the same.
You just wanted to show up.
Shuri. I would. If I had that suit, I would want to shoot off too. Oh my god.
It is Claw.
Interesting. Claw, obviously played by Andy Serkis in the MCU. Fun. Okay. Whee!
Vibranium
doesn't belong to you.
All right. Vibranium does not belong to me.
Sure, he looks cool.
It belongs to Wakanda.
There we go. I don't know if they've announced what's happening with Black Panther in the MCU. From Warfare. I'll be interested to see. It's obviously so tragic. What happened? So sad to think what
Now
Chadwick
it's time
Boseman
to
was
give
dealing
mobile
with.
players a quick look at some of the games that will be available in the coming months.
Mobile.
Good evening, 426. Our intelligence reports a new threat to global stability.
Hitman?
Their reach is unlike anything we have seen before. Following Agent 47's disappearance,
I'm sure he's grand.
You were selected because of your remarkable skills. Execution must be perfect.
Don't shoot Harry Potter.
Strike from the shadows, and they will never know what hit them.
Okay. I feel like people quite liked Hitman Sniper
A sad and
before.
beautiful tale that echoes throughout eternity. The first mobile entry in
All
the Nier
players
series.
lead to the cage.
Nier Reincarnation.
It's a series I don't know a lot about, I have to say. Nier. I know it has. Oh, hello, Final Fantasy. War of the Visions? Oh, Brave Exavius, okay. Sure, why not? Whee! Beautiful artwork, that's all I can say about that. Alright. Kindness to the remedies. Yeah, that was a little bit oh, hello. Okay, better be a fast reader for all this. Simply play alongside the compelling original characters. We got through that. As well as legacy characters from past Final Fantasy games. Okay. Okay. Alright, why not? Yeah, sure. You do you. Oh, hello. Oh, this is the... Yeah, this is the Avalanche v Turks game? The First Soldier? I don't know about that one, Chief. I'm sure it'll be okay. Like, I have to remind myself that mobile games have come on
Games
a lot.
is giving you an exclusive look at the epic world of Babylon's Fall, featuring fluid combat, powerful weapons, and a unique art style.
Let's see it. Let's have it. Platinum games are pretty damn good, so I'm sure it will be slick as anything.
Built over 1,000 years, it was
meant to be a tower of dreams. Okay.
But for 1,000 more, it was seen as a tower of ruin.
It's a lot of years. All told, all together, all added up.
Persevering through fire and ice and the coldest
George R. R.
of
Martin.
winds. Eventually, the tower became a symbol of unrelenting ambition.
I'm just gonna use this as an opportunity to ask for more wine.
That tower's name
Let's see if I can manage to make more wine come. There, done. All right. Babylon's
Does the
Fall.
savior of Neo-Babylon stand among us? Let's find out without further ado.
Okay. Okay. Why would you show us gameplay with no audio behind it, though? It kind of lacks a certain bit of bite, doesn't it, when you're not actually hearing the impact of anything?
If I'm to die, then I'll die for hope.
For
For
hope.
what little hope there may be.
It worked! Thank you. More wine's happening. Hooray! Ta-da! It magically refilled. I need more wine to get through this. It's too
Seen
loud.
through the veil at last, have you?
Yeah, I don't
We're
love it
all
when
prisoners
B-roll
of our subjective
general
reality.
gameplay footage doesn't have any audio behind it. It's like, what am I meant to make of this? Look at all these
Believe only
stunning
what you
visuals
see,
that
and you'll like to end up seeing
it's hard
only
to
what
get
you
the full
believe.
measure of what it's going to feel like to play. okay. Operatic singing is fine too. Sure, why not? This is not representative of what it's going to be like to play, but okay.
Not but 2 paths lie ahead.
Hit us with that Shakespearean
Ascend
dialogue.
to the heaven above the tower or fall.
Oh yes,
Like
it's epic.
this one now before you.
Now begins its tale of both hope and despair.
It's a whole lot of words that didn't mean anything at all, but it sure sounded good, eh? Developer interview. That part that everyone looks forward to. Oh, she's getting
私はゲー
sassy.
ムズは本当にアクションという部分に関しては世界屈指のデベロッパーだと思ってますし、ニーアオートマタでそれが証明できたんじゃないかなと思ってます。
ニーアオートマタのアクションをもっと楽しむためにどうしたらいいかって選ばれたジャンルがハック&スラッシュでしたので、このゲームのコンセプトは端的に言うとニーアオートマタのアクションでハック&スラッシュというジャンルを楽しむということになります。
もちろん一人でも遊べるんですけど、4人でダンジョンを攻略していく。
That's fun. Like we love a bit of co-op
プレイヤ
multiplayer.
ーが途切れない目標に向かってアクション
To a never-ending
ポイ
goal.
ントへ続けることができると。プレイヤーはストーリーを追いながらダンジョンをクリアして上層を目指していくと。入手する装備や素材を集めて自身を強化してカスタマイズしていくと。
ゲームのスタイルとしてはオーソドックスなハ
Sounds like a
ッ
bit
ク
of
&ス
slog,
ラッシュという
lads. I'll
形
be
です。
honest.
ただアクション
Battle
がスキ
actions
ルや
become the
強い
trigger
力
to
を引き出
activate
すための
skills
トリガーになっている
and
ところ
draw
が
your
ポイン
strongest
トかなと思
powers.
ってます。
プレイヤーの背中についているギデオンコフィーというのがかなりキーアイテムとなっています。それによって、遊び方とかカスタマイズの方向性っていうのも変わってきます。
ハイファンタジー感というかその上品さというところはすごい意識してくれというふうに言われましたね。カートゥーンチックにならないようにというか、リアルに本当に存在している人たちがいるかのような感じを意識しました。
このゲームは運営型のゲームとして開発しています。発売後も定期的に新しいコンテンツを提供する予定です。
ようやく皆さんに改めてこういった形で発表できたこと本当に私たちも嬉しくなってますし、まさにこれから開発の佳境になっていくので精一杯頑張っていきたいので皆さんも引き続き応援よろしくお願いいたします。
I hope the people who are into that enjoy it. Long form developer interview now available.
Now let's check out the next major entry in the popular Life is Strange series.
Yes!
True Colors.
Yes,
the team
please.
at Deck 9 is ready to give you a deeper look at Alex Chen's psychic power of empathy.
Yay!
But first, here's a look at the Life is Strange Remastered collection.
Also looking gorgeous.
Feels so weird to be back. After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield.
Oh, the feels.
What do you remember about us as kids? I think about us as little pirates, running and jumping through Arcadia Bay.
We are awesome!
It's gonna be weird going back to the original after everything that's happened since. Oh.
Come on, let's dance! Or take my picture with your new camera.
Yay! That's Rachel Amber. After my dad died and you moved, I felt
Rachel.
abandoned.
Will actually break my heart to play that, but again, now that we've really
Rachel
met
saved my
Rachel.
life. She was my angel. Something happened to her. We have to find her, Max.
Fuck you, you know who, no spoilers.
Max, what's going on?
Bay or Bay?
I discovered I could
Bay
reverse
or
time.
Bay?
What the hell is this?
Oh my gosh.
Whatever's going on between us is special.
I love them all so much.
Before you regret it.
Get in, Max!
Twin Peaks.
Then I realized I had a choice and the power to change everything. Arcadia Bay is on the edge of disaster. Time to change time.
David says we need
Whatever
Before the Storm
happens,
2, please.
I'll always have your back.
Well, I wish, but I don't know how that would work. Oh, look at how gorgeous that artwork is. It's so beautiful.
Hi, I'm Maya, also known as MXM Tune.
Yes,
I'm a
hi,
musician
Maya.
and the singing voice of Alex Chen in the upcoming Life is Strange True Colors.
Oh, Bay
I
or
hope you
Bay,
enjoyed
everyone
that
has an
first look
opinion.
at official gameplay from the Remastered collection. As a longtime fan, I know I did. You can see the love and care that Deck 9 have put into remastering both Life is Strange and Before the Storm. This collection features improved character animation, lip sync, and visuals, breathing new life into these two beloved games. Back in March, we also revealed the next major game in the series,
True Colors.
Life is Strange True Colors, a small-town supernatural mystery. Alex Chen must uncover the truth behind her brother's death, using her psychic power of empathy to unravel
I'm
the
honestly
shocking
so
secrets
glad that
of
they're
Haven
going back
Springs.
to small town.
Today, we have a
I
first
enjoyed
look
Life
at
is Strange
Alex's
too,
unique
but I
power
think
in action. Here's game director Zach Garris.
I think like one of the really special things about Life is Strange 1 is that like Arcadia Bay was a character itself basically, and you got to know the town so well.
Life is Strange True Colors. It impacts every relationship she builds and every decision she makes.
Never thought I'd have a freaky empath friend.
She
For
tells
years,
Steph.
Alex has been unable to shut out the strong feelings of others, the fear, sadness, and anger of those around her, leading her to believe her power is a curse.
Oh shit.
In the wake of Gabe's death, Alex realizes the only way she can find the truth is to embrace her power.
I can't believe this is happening. And the only way to understand is to feel what he's feeling.
Who killed
From the very
Gabe?
start, you
Who
can
killed
use
Gabe?
Alex's power to focus on brightly colored auras to gain an insight into people's emotions.
Gabe was too young.
So it's basically like Inside Out, where blue is sadness,
These valuable insights
red's
deepen
anger,
Alex's
purple is
relationships with the
fear.
folk of Haven Springs, as well as sparking new dialogue options and events, as here from a scene very early on in the game.
You're gonna lose her. You're gonna lose her, and it's all your fault.
New dialogue unlocked. Interesting.
Alex has uncovered a secret that Mac wants to keep hidden from his long-term girlfriend, and now he is terrified that Alex will reveal it before he can talk to Riley.
Interesting.
She is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So please, help me out.
Call it Max bullshit. Avoid
Max
further
telling
trouble.
you a whole lot of bullshit.
Listen.
Thanks for telling me the truth, Alex.
Are we still together?
Are you serious?
But how is it gonna work in the, like...
I need to get back to work.
Sure, Alex, we'll get out of your way.
Like seeing how
When
people are
Alex
feeling
encounters a
and
particularly
sensing how other
strong
people are
aura,
feeling is
she
something
can
that
reach out
you
to
can almost do
actively connect with that
IRL.
person's
Obviously,
emotions.
this is to a more...
This generates a nova, a supernatural flare that transforms the world around Alex into a reflection of that person's psyche.
Oh, interesting.
In this altered, emotionally charged state, Alex can experience fragments of thoughts and memories to get to the root of their issue. But not every emotional crisis can be easily dealt with. Some carry a dangerous, even life-threatening amount of power.
He's dead!
Anger. Very angry.
I wish I were too.
Oh shit.
No decision is easy, and the consequences will be felt across the game.
This anger could kill her.
So how does...
What if I could just take it away?
But you can't do that. So how does she
Alex's
actually...
powers
How does
the
this
only
work?
way you can uncover the truth behind her brother's death.
What would that do to her?
Well, it doesn't
What would it
resolve
do to
the
me?
issue, so you can't take away
And
someone's
even if I can,
feelings.
Should I?
How far will you go in pursuit of that truth? The choice is yours.
I want to see a big chunk of gameplay. I want to know how this
Alex's
works.
powers look so awesome. I have no idea how I'll make some of these choices, but I can't wait to play it with you all when it comes out on September 10th. Don't forget, you can pre-order Life is Strange True Colors now. And if you choose the Ultimate Edition, you'll also receive the Life is Strange Remastered
She's
collection.
wearing Max's t-shirt.
Make sure to follow the Life is Strange social channels for more.
I still feel like I don't understand how her power works. So she can see people's auras, I get that. And then she can go into it deeper and it affects the world, but in like a internal sense, like she's exploring them, but then how does it work? Like, is it kind of like in Persona 5, I guess, where you make someone have a change of heart? That's the best way I can kind of think that it works. But then they don't know that you've done anything? What is this? It's Nomura.
I'm here to kill chaos. That's my mission.
Team Ninja.
Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
Quite
You gonna
techno.
make us go in there and find you?
Guess we'll just show ourselves in.
Nomura's got to be busy these days. He's got this. He's got Final Fantasy. He's got Kingdom Hearts.
I want to kill
all sorts.
chaos. I need to. It's not a hope or a dream. It's like a hunger. Thirst.
Move aside!
I'm not sure what this is, but I like the goth aesthetic.
You sure chaos is here?
Yeah, they can only squash monsters for so long. I hate doing pest control.
Say chaos again,
This
though.
is the shrine of chaos. He's here. We just have to hunt him
One
down.
more time.
Feel the pain!
It does look kind of Dark Souls-esque.
The darkness is so thick I can taste it. This is it. No doubt.
Die already!
Ooh.
There was a knight who left on the same journey as you, but never returned. His
Okay.
name was Garland. You could.
It's
I would be
Maria,
thankful if
Lady
you looked for
Maria,
him.
but less sexy.
Chaos.
This is very Dark Souls-esque, but like third person with a party. Like Final Fantasy meets Dark Souls.
When you're beaten!
Never.
And who are you? We're here to kill chaos.
Chaos
The
again.
prophecy's
Drink for
very own
chaos.
warriors of light.
Real.
He always wore such splendid armor, with a helmet that was terrifying to behold.
It's Garland.
It's so random.
No. I become chaos.
Garland is. This is Final Fantasy though, no? Garland is a Final Fantasy thing. Stranger of power. There you go. Well, whoever said Final Fantasy Origin Dark Souls-esque thing was completely right. There you go. A bold new vision for Final Fantasy. Interesting. Ooh, a demo. I think we'll be trying that out. If it is Final Fantasy meets
I'll
Dark
leave you with
Souls.
a look at some of the amazing
sounds
Square Enix titles you can play now,
interesting.
as well as those to come.
Give us more Final Fantasy VII. Oh, here we go.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but
Just hit me with it.
we're gonna drop plate number 7.
They're gonna do what?
I will play it. Do we want to play it again? Do we want to stream it again on the channel? I'm not sure. Ooh. Is this it? Is this, are we wrapping up already? I was kind of expecting a little one more thing. Give us more Final Fantasy VII Remake. Forspoken, yeah. Oh, yes, more. Final Fantasy 16. This is basically them saying, don't worry, these things are all happening. We're not talking about them now. Endwalker for 14. Give us more Final Fantasy.
No, of course I will. I'll call you.
I quite like that.
Thank you for joining us today. Keep an eye out for news about our next Square Enix Presents. I'm
Square
Matt
Enix
Mercer.
Presents.
See you next time.
Thanks, Matt Mercer. Well, that was okay. I was hoping for more like, I was hoping for more Final Fantasy news, but I was hoping for a bit more of an extended gameplay look at True Colors, but that was okay. Like, funnily enough, Guardians looked okay. Yeah, I don't know. What else did we see? I can't even remember now. Like, that, I guess hopefully now, this is just like, it seemed like mostly of a reminder of, hey, these things are happening, don't forget about them, please be excited for, but oh man, when are they gonna hit us with the Final Fantasy Remake 7 Remake Part 2? Let me just fix these. Let me fix these volumes here really quick. What did you guys think? Like, I'm feeling a little bit, that was all right. Wasn't all that exciting. Wasn't awful. Wasn't like Ubisoft levels of that's it. But I guess the time went by pretty fast. But I would have rathered longer looks at fewer games rather than like here's here's a teeny little bit of a few different titles, especially towards the end where it's like, and also Final Fantasy 16 is a thing you might be interested in, but we're not talking about it now. I don't know. Yeah, they did spend, Richard Burrows is right, I think now we know why they spent so long on Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, they did, and that's probably because there wasn't a lot else to show. I think I'm like, yeah, it was kind of bookended by two great games, but the middle was very average. I think Beaktastic is completely right. It was alright. It was fine. I think I kind of expected this from the C3. Like, there's not going to be loads happening because, well, like, the last year and a bit have probably been quite difficult for studios to keep pace with production schedules and stuff like that. And this E3, even more than last E3, I think. Last E3, at least, you know, there was a few months of disruption, but more or less things had been able to keep a pace. And this year, it's like, well, things are all thrown all kinds of out of whack. But I don't know. It's I think it's just a case of treading water at the moment. Which is fine, but I think we're missing that wow factor. I kind of enjoy that that it is digital. I actually kind of like that that we're able to do these streams, for example, more so than if we were there at E3 physically, because obviously it is quite difficult to set up live streams and have these kinds of connections when you're on the move. I think, like, in an ideal world, if these kinds of things are to continue, whether E3 as it was one day continues, I'm not too sure about that, but I like that there's a week where games news happens, and I like the sort of the celebratory nature of that. I would like to see like a week where maybe in addition to all these presentations and things, maybe like lots of demos happen. You know, it's a week that the whole industry comes together to celebrate the games, you know? Maybe that's how it'll evolve in the future. But anyway, I guess we're still waiting for Final Fantasy 16 news. I guess we're still waiting for Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2 news. And yeah, as you can see on screen right now, we have the Capcom presentation coming tomorrow at 10:15 p.m. BST. So join us for that, because apparently Resident Evil Village DLC will be a thing, and we are crossing our fingers for some Lady Dimitrescu DLC. That would be awesome. Or House Beneviento DLC. I would actually be okay with that too. And then on Tuesday we have Nintendo and Bandai Namco, which hopefully includes more Elden Ring stuff. And then yeah, the rest of the week I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about with all of our new the announcements that are happening. So thank you so much for joining me this evening. Thank you so much to our mods. I know you've been working overtime. Thank you to all of our chatters. And yeah, I'm going to go rest my voice and have some dinner and also cool down a little bit. So I will see you all very soon. Bye!